Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel Fakorede. I'm a registered nurse. I graduated from Department of Nursing, University of Ibadan in 2016. I was asked to talk about the process of migrating from Nigeria to the United States as a registered nurse. This is going to be a very short, uh, 10 minutes video, and I urge you to pay close attention. So there are so many reasons why a person would want to migrate to the United States. I'm sure if I ask you, you have your own reasons. So my job here today is to tell you that it is doable, it is possible, and to help you to have an idea and a broad knowledge of what is required. So right now, the good news is that there's a global shortage of nurses, both in Nigeria and everywhere in the world. So you have a lot of options to choose from. United States, Canada, United Kingdom, you know, so many places, so many countries are in dire need of nurses right now. Probably due to the COVID-19 pandemic that's going on, which has put so much stress, so much demand on the healthcare system, to the extent that so many nurses are breaking down, and we just can't have enough nurses at this time. So this is good news for you if you are looking to move from Nigeria to any other country. This is probably the best time to do it because these countries are desperate, and so many countries are willing to do anything to recruit enough people to handle their healthcare system at this time. So the question that might be on your mind is this even a good idea? Why should I do this? Well, maybe for career advancement. For example, in this country, you can choose to work as a registered nurse, or you can work as an advanced practice registered nurse, a nurse practitioner. You can do travel nursing if you are more, if you want to explore the country and you want to make some money for yourself. CRNA, you can work as a nurse anesthetist. You know, the opportunities are limitless. So in as much as you are ready to learn, as much as you are ready to pursue the necessary requirements for these certifications, the sky is not even your limit. You yourself, you will be surprised at how far you can go on this. You know, there are so many new technologies that you can work with here that may not be available in Nigeria. It will improve quality of life as a registered nurse and as a permanent resident in the United States. The opportunities are limitless, and you have an opportunity to also become a citizen of the United States within, I think within 5 years of immigrating to the United States. You know, the dollar advantage is another one. You know, money, the nurses are well paid here in the United States. This might not even be what is motivating you. You might be doing this for your family, you know, to give your children better opportunities to access education in the United States, and so many more reasons why a person might want to relocate. Whatever is your reason, whatever is motivating you, I have done this, and I personally have no regrets. So this video is divided into two parts. The first will be to show you the process of relocating to United States for nurses, and the second would be to share my experience, my challenges, opportunities, and some other good things that I have seen in the last 2 years since that I've been here. So the process, I must not lie to you, it's a very long and complicated process, but if you're able to follow through, it is very rewarding. When you get to the United States, you will be happy you make the decision. So how do I start from, how do I navigate the process? Number one, the first thing you are going to need to do is to register for certificate evaluation. This service is provided by CGFNS and so many other organizations, but I recommend CGFNS because at some point later in the immigration process, you are going to end up needing CGFNS. So CGFNS is the most recommended service provider for certificate evaluation. Here, what they do is they compare your certificate and to their US curriculum and see if your education matches the kind of education needed for a registered nurse in the United States. Then the next thing is to apply to a US Board of Nursing. Usually people apply to Texas Board of Nursing because they are very friendly, and the requirements needed for a person to get licensed is very simple, and it's something you can do straight from Nigeria. There are other states where you don't have this opportunity to, unless you're in the United States, you cannot apply to their Board of Nursing and get a license. And gets so what you get after applying to a Board of Nursing is what we call authority to test, ATT, and this gives you a go ahead. This allows you to write NCLEX. So without this you cannot write NCLEX. So the NCLEX exam is the examination that gives you that qualifies you to hold a license as a registered nurse in the United States. Just the same way you have the NMCN in Nigeria, that's the same way they have the NCLEX here. So after that, after passing the NCLEX, you have to sit for the IELTS and pass as well. So after these first 3 steps, the next steps you most likely will not be able to do on your own. This is where you are going to need an agency. When I say agency, I mean international agencies that recruit international citizens of other countries to immigrate to the United States. This is what they do. They've been doing this for a very long time, and you are going to need them because they will help you navigate all the legal documentations that is needed for a person to migrate from another country into the United States, and they help you to process your permanent residency, which is very, very important. So when you sign up with an agency, you sign a contract, either 2 years or 3 years. With this contract, you are going to be an employee of that agency, even though they will help you secure employment with an hospital. Another thing people do at this point, if you have a relative in the United States, if you have any other means of obtaining a visa to the United States, you can go ahead and do that. And when you get here, complete the process, seek for a job, seek for the adjustment of visa of status, and from there you move forward. So, but the easiest way to do this is to just sign up a contract maybe 2 years with an agency, and what they do is hook you up with hospitals here in the United States. They serve as your employer, they file for you, they file your green card, and they bring you over to the United States. So when you secure employment with a US-based hospital, they file your paperwork, they do a visa application for you, and after that, the next thing, you attend visa interview, and after your visa has been granted, everything completed, then you move to the United States. Like I said, the process can be done independently until stage 3. Then after stage 3, you will most likely need a US-based recruiting agency. So what is my experience? What are some of the challenges I faced when I got here? So I had to learn electronic health records, which was not available in Nigeria. There are so many medical devices that I was not able to work with in Nigeria that I had to learn how to use here. So that might be very challenging. That was very challenging for me at first, but another thing I found out was that there were so many medications that had different names. For example, acetaminophen, which we know as most people know as paracetamol in Nigeria. Here, people know it as Tylenol. So if you are talking about paracetamol to somebody in the United States, you are wasting your time. They don't recognize paracetamol. What they know is Tylenol, even though it's still the same. Basically has the same components, but that is one of the challenges. It was like I was learning medications all over again. Then they have different work schedule, work structure here, working 12-hour shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Different organization, the nurse manager, the charge nurse, learning the roles of each person, different names, different nomenclatures, different people you are going to encounter, knowing their scope of practice, knowing what a CNA is supposed to do, knowing what a charge nurse is supposed to do, knowing what a LPN is supposed to do. Those are some of the bottlenecks, some of the challenges I've encountered. Then accents. whether you like it or not, you grew up in Nigeria, you probably have an accent. If you are from a Yoruba man like me, you probably have a deep Yoruba accent, and that was a challenge for me because I had some issues communicating with some of my patients, especially some of them who have never had to work with somebody from other country. That was a bit of a challenge. Cultural differences, they do things differently. That's just a fact. The way we do things, the way you talk to an African man is different from the way you talk to a white man. I had some challenges with not looking at people straight in the eye. I quickly learned that when you don't look at somebody straight in the eye, when you don't look into somebody's eyes, they consider it as maybe you are lying to them, or maybe you don't know what you're talking about. They see it as lack of confidence. And back home, looking into somebody's eyes, especially somebody older than you, might be considered disrespectful. So they want you to stare straight into their eyes. That was one of the challenges. Some of the things I had to learn. Patients complaining about, oh, this person is behaving timidly, this person looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. So those are some of the challenges. And here, a nurse is more than a nurse has way more responsibilities. As a United States registered nurse, you are a leader, you are an advocate. Well, we are these things too in Nigeria, but those responsibilities are more pronounced here, and people expect you to live up to those responsibilities. So, coming over here and meeting up with the requirements, with the responsibility with the things that people expect from you, that you may not even know that people are expecting those from you. Those were some of the things I struggled with initially. So what helped me? Luckily, I had an extensive, not extensive, but I had a 3-month orientation period that helped me bridge the gap. During this period, I had a preceptor, which was like a mentor. I followed the person for like a month. I observed everything the person does. Most hospitals have this system in place for all their nurses. Even the US trained nurses, they assign you to a person that you follow around. You observe their processes, you observe what they do. They monitor you, they also grade you. They are like your clinical instructor for like at least a month. You are going to have that, and that was very helpful. Also, so I was able to maximize this period of orientation, and then continuously learning I realized that learning never ends. You just have to keep learning, leveraging online resources, YouTube videos, quickly searching. When you see things you don't know, you at least want to have a little bit of an idea before you start asking questions, so you don't look dumb. So you need to just act smart, work smartly, quickly do some research. Sometimes you just quickly pick up your phone and do a little Google search and just look at what is this device all about. I struggled with some of the packaging. The packages are different. You want to set an IV, you want to do a procedure. Most of the things are packaged. You don't push trolley around. They have everything in maybe a particular package that you just bring out, and everything you need is in there. That this was not the case, but this was not what I was used to in Nigeria. I was used to setting gallipots and setting kidney dish and doing procedures, pushing trolley around. This is not the case here. Everything that comes in the package. You need to do this, you get the package. You need to do a wound dressing, you have a package. So you open it and everything that you need is in there. So I realized that they do things differently, and I had to do a lot of personal education, personal reading, on watching other people, closely watching other nurses and looking at what they do, so that I can also replicate that. When I watch other nurses discuss with patients and see how they do their discussions, the discharge process, the admission process, there are so many things I can't even begin to mention in this video. So those were some of my challenges, and that was what I was able to do to overcome them. So what should you be doing right now? How should you prepare ahead if you are looking forward to migrating to the United States? Most hospitals expect you to have at least 2 years experience in an hospital that has over 100 beds. So this is a common requirement. So you need to work towards this. You need to work in a big hospital. You need to be able to provide evidence that you have worked in a setting where you had at least 10 patients assigned to one nurse. where you have been able to work in this, you need to show evidence that you've been able to work in a system that has doctors, interns, nurses, nurse director, nurse management, a system of you need to show evidence that you have worked in a hospital system, a organized system, not just a local private hospital. So you need to work on this if you are looking to migrate to the United States someday, very soon. You need to connect with people that have similar interests. You need to get information from people who are already in the United States. Join Facebook, WhatsApp groups, get information, do your research, prepare. Like I said, if this is what you need to do and you are determined, all you have to make sure that you are interacting with people who are on the same path, so that you keep motivating each other, and you can even study and learn together. Look out for free textbook. There are so many free NCLEX, free IELTS textbooks that you can download online and use to practice. Start studying early. Practice question banks, practice. That is how you pass the NCLEX. The NCLEX is a very big challenge. It's not just an anyhow exam. It has a very wide, a very, very robust, it covers a variety of topics. It has a very robust curriculum that you need to study, and you are going to be tested on every single aspect of nursing. So these are some of the things that you need to know and prepare. So what is my final advice? Beware of fraudsters. There are so many people out there that will promise you, oh, we can do this thing for you in 2 months, bring 5 million naira, and we make sure you travel to the United States in the next 1 week. This is a process. It takes at least 18 months to migrate from Nigeria to complete the whole process. There is really no shortcut to it. So beware of fraudsters. Anybody that is making sweet promises to you, make sure you job check their legitimacy, and also talk to people who are already in the United States, and they can be able to clarify and identify fraudsters. Don't neglect common sense. When you are over here, you have to be very careful. There are so many things that if it doesn't feel right, it may be, sometimes it is just not right. I say if it smells like rat, looks like rats, and behaves like rat, it is probably a rat. So don't neglect common sense. Be very careful. Don't be swindled. Have an open mind. There are so many things you are going to have to learn. Coming to a new country, a new system, everything is different. So you have to have an open mind, and you make sure you forget about everything you think you know, and be ready to learn. And mind your business. Somebody's gender orientation, somebody's race, somebody's appearance is none of your business. So do your job, interact nicely, behave nicely with people, and go home. And with that, you probably you would not have any issues. So I leave you with this quotes from Henry Thoreau. It says, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined." So for as many of you as are willing, as are interested in this path, I want to strongly encourage you to push and keep going until you achieve your goal. And I assure you this is achievable. If I can do it, then you can do it too. And this you in the next 5 years looking back, you will be happy you made this choice. Once again, I want to appreciate the organizers of this program. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you reaching out to me, and I wish you guys all the best. I wish you a successful Nurses Week. Congratulations, Mr. President, and all the ESCOs. Thank you for all the good job you are doing. God continue to bless and be with every one of you. Thank you very much once again. My name is Emmanuel Fakorede. Bye.